In a state that lives and breathes football, welcome inside the massive AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, a couple of rivals from the NFC East squaring off. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Jake Elliott is out ready to kick this one away. And here we go from AT&T Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Yeah! There we go, Barney!
First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And this is a small pickup to the 39-yard line. Tackle made by Trayvon Diggs.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second and 6 coming up here.
Yeah! There we go, Barney! 26.
First carry now for Kyron Williams. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I didn't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down. But instead, they move the chains. That is one disheartening look on that defense.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down.
Yeah, here we go. I take 20. 26.
1st down, here's Dan. That's Jonathan Mingo, complete. And he pushes this thing to the 42 before going down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Here we go. 26.
Now Dak to throw. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Had that one, but just couldn't see it through. And it sets up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, here we go. I take 20. 26.
Throwing again is Dan. Tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
For his wideout.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure, earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Short pass brought in. He's taken down at the 30. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Offense sure is marching to begin this game. Here's a first down from the 30. That throwing again. This time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away. So he goes down. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of second down.
Second and 18.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. Second and 18 coming up. From the gun is Prescott. Has it downfield working left. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Leading 4 here on third down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. Prescott here from the gun. And that one hits the deck. No fear from that time to go deep on third down. They love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up. Field goal try from Joey Slide. His 41-yarder. Slide's kick is up and good. And they get 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that and drives ahead.
We call that a good start. Offense established himself, moved the ball, and the kicker able to give him a lead.
The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. First and 10.
Hey, let's go. Trim it. No,
He's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
He's brought down
I
at the
think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. I'm a more aggressive call on second.
Need a better result than that last run. It's second and 8. From the pistol, Hurts. This is man. That's their rookie from Morgan. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Dre, set. Right anyway, huh? Kyle, get it.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. It's made. And that's tackle stops him after a solid gain.
To number 81.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz, and he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
No, no, no.
Hurts. He's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he will not score, but he got oh so close, Brock. Out of bounds 4 yards shy of that end zone.
Gain of 40.
They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I have loved this opening script. Aggressive, taking your shots. You know, the numbers tell you you get an explosive play on a drive. In the NFL today, you're typically going to score. With that shot down the field, well, they're knocking on the door in the red zone.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Brooks is in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles finish off their opening drive. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles want up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And it didn't look like he was seriously considering a return there, did it? So that touchback going to come out to the 35.
35-yard line.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
What is it?
I begins with a run. It's Williams. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Dak now from the gun. This one will be intercepted. And the Eagles take over as he reports his 10th career INT.
He'll take over.
Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
Tremor!
Don't play action. Here's Hurts. Downfield, and Goddard has it. And he
down.
And that's a Philadelphia first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Good, set. 180, 180.
First down, Ronald Barkley. Well, a lot of effort there, Carter, but no results. Fall through that one stop, but only managed to get back to line scrimmage.
29-yard line.
Hey, that's a run that's whole home on the stat sheet, but if we see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
No touch, set. 180, 180. No touch.
Play action. Hurts says it. On the sideline, Brown brings it in. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out.
That's good.
They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Philadelphia.
Good, set. 180, 180. No touch.
In the red zone now. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles parlay the interception into points. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. To rock this offense, looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Eagles drive their lead to 11.
Eagles 14, Cowboys 3. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Moore with a return. Ooh, he gets popped at the end of that one. What a painful answer. It was a really solid run back.
At their own 37-yard line.
To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Defender runs out as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Ball stays at that 37 here, 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Prescott. He's going to try another deep one here. Running for a ball, but great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
On the deep ball.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. To the left and reeled in by Ferguson. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
A 10-yard
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle to force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And he can't find anything as he goes out of bounds. Nothing on that return.
Take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes first and 10.
No touch that. And anyone else? No touch.
On the ground here with Barkley. First guy he met. No gain on that first down run. One quarter down for these two NFC East teams. The scoreboard reads 14-3. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They still have 10 to go here. It's second down. Here's another carry for Barkley. That's the tackle. This one's up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
A gain of 13
Some backs are
yards.
easier to tackle than others.
First
Some, well,
down,
they just
Eagles.
choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Great, set. And anyone else?
They'll send him over right.
No touch.
First down, and they go right back to it. He knows what he knows. It can't be a start thing. He's held to just a yard.
Tackled by DeMarvio.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains in next week.
63, 60, 180, 180. King, Phil King, Phil King. No touch.
Option play. They get to Barkley. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only a couple yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7.
Yard gain on the play.
We know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Great, set. And anyone else? No touch.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Held in by Gunner, left side. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. It's a gain of 22.
It's a gain of 22
and that's good for an Eagles first down.
That's good for an
You want to become a
Eagles
quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and the quarterback will find you again.
They'll come up on 1st and 10.
No touch. And anyone else? No touch.
They go play fake with Hurts. And a big play drives them backward. Second down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Back to their own side of the field now, Brock. This is 2nd and long.
Great. Kyle up, yeah. Let's go. Trimmer. No touch.
Hurts now from the gun. Throw left side, caught by Brown. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line.
It's a gain of 11, and it's 3rd down.
is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5.
Great, set. Anyway,
Operating from the gun, here's Service. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
So they send him out for a field goal, and they don't get much longer than this. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get off it there, and he did. And that extends their lead to 14.
What a season this guy is having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Here we go, Friday. 26.
Williams to start the drive. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. That's good for a Cowboys first down.
Cowboys.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield.
Yeah! Here we go, Friday. 26.
1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Big play drives them backwards. 6th down coming up.
Brings up second.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in there, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17.
Yeah, here we go. Like 20. 26.
Dak to the air here. And then a receiver screen. He's up to his own 45 on a small gain. Zach Vaughn with the tackle.
Brings up 3rd down.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And they were Johnny on the spot.
Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Oh, this is getting early. Intercepted again. Trayvon takes his guys. And this is going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Has gotten out of hand early. That pick six, the latest play, pushing us towards a blowout.
Yeah, everything has gone in their favor so far. You don't see a lot of blowouts in the NFL. It takes this kind of combination, right? Both in personnel and in every phase of the game.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. down the middle. It's good. And the Eagles stretch their lead to 21.
24. Cowboys 3. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Here's Cavante Turpin on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got first and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Going in. What is this?
Running the old Jaden Blue. Ooh, he made most of that one, didn't he? Give him 9 yards on that first down carry.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down.
Here we go. Wide.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And what will they dial up on third and short?
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Yes, yes, yes.
Prescott now on third and 1. And the Oilers man see what's there. Block incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Brian Anger on down to punt.
For the Cowboys.
And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. It's fielded at the 14. And a nice return out of him. Maybe a little further up past their own 30.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Here's first and 10 from the 34.
Great, set. And anyway,
I'll start this one out with Barkley. Shoots away from one. And powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be second and 5.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gives you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can play beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. They go to Barkley again. And short of the marker for the moment, but they've got third and short coming up from their own 44.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
And anyway,
Barkley gets it on third down. And they fought their way through to stop him behind the line. It's going to be fourth now and less than a yard.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. Brings up fourth down.
Look to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. It's the Eagles with it on 4th and 1. The Eagles are in punt formation. On is the former all-conference return man from nearby TCU, Cavante Turpin. He bunted 3 times in a win last week, and this this one is away. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stops.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. First down. Here's Dan. Finds his back. Williams. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Complete to
That is a
Williams.
textbook first down completion.
6-yard
Sets up
pickup.
second
Brings
and
up
very
second and
manageable
4
and creates
at the
space to
25-yard
take that
line.
shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. Prescott here from the gun. Into traffic, complete. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped.
It's a gain of 8.
He manages a gain of 8 there. And it'll be first down, Dallas. And for somebody who's been kicked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself. This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So still 10 to go on second from the 33-yard line. Back throwing again. Good pass brought in. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
To number 80.
Offense up to the line fast.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up third and 3.
Prescott now to throw on third down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Dallas sends its punching unit onto the field. Ryan Edgar, the one to send it away. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Takes it in at the 26. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left.
Set. On anyone up.
First down throw from Ertz. Completes it to his running back. Here's Jonathan Brooks. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
On anyone up.
So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, first and 10.
Great, set. 180. No touch.
Moore's going to start with a run by Barkley. Nothing doing here as he only manages the arm.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
No touch that. Trimmer. No touch.
Early right, it's Barkley. He's going to have this up across midfield, partner to the 48. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
A great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Great. Set. All right, anyway, no touch.
The play fake now hurts the throw. Gets it through the middle. They take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. They've got 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
Yeah, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they worked over the week during practice. The Bills quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, hope we have just a little space to operate. That play action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
No touch that. All right, anyway, no touch.
Inside the red zone. It's a sack on 1st down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on 2nd.
All I'm hearing in my head is touchdown to check down, because it was said about a gazillion times in the NFL to me when you get in the red zone. It's not sack. Touchdown to check down. You can't take a sack on 1st down in the red zone.
12 to go now on 2nd down after the sack.
All right, anyway, no touch.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
The goal in a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch. That yak. I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
Great. Set. Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
Putting a receiver in motion.
No touch.
He's going to have another 1st down, not by much. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, they got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Choke the ball himself for a big run.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal.
No touch that. All right, anyway,
Motioning him from the slot right.
no touch.
So some defensive initiative in that goal to goal block. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
A loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
No touch that. All right, anyway, no touch.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Intended for A.J.
This defense, they had a plan. And they did an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Defense bringing in a 5th DB, 3rd and goal.
Great. Set. All right, anyway, no touch.
Back to throw, Hurts. He will score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles grow the lead coming out of halftime. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring into a defense. Other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Going after it, and on by Elliott. And the Eagles grow their lead yet again.
31. Cowboys 3. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Turpin with a return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They've got first down from the 31.
Yeah! Here we go! Wide, eh? 26.
Straight ahead for Williams. He brushed him off with ease. He's hauled down right at that midfield strip. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield.
Hey, wide, eh? We're going to 54. Wide, eh? Watch the back on this play. 26.
Second down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. That's a nice quick correction for this front block. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Offense to the line for second down.
Here we go. Wide, eh? 26.
Jack now from the gun. This one's caught. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
And the
Kid, I can't
Cowboys
tell you how good that is.
down.
Anticipating the outcut, having
First
the ball on
and
the
10
way
at
before
the
the receiver's head
37-yard
even
line.
turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Throwing on first is Prescott. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Ball stays at that 37 here, second and 10. Throwing again is down. Hits him on the out route. And he stopped just shy of that first down at the 28. Third down upcoming.
We get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Third down, 1 yard to go.
Yeah, here we go. I take wide, eh? Hey, kill. Then we're going to 53.
He's in the lead, and what to do. Looks like all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have fourth down coming up.
A gain of 1. It's fourth down and less than a yard.
What is this? Pick it up. You're embarrassing us.
Come on, guys. Knock out now.
A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this.
Wide, eh? My man.
They do snap it. Here's Prescott. That's Ferguson. He brings it in. And they have his run to the red zone out of the 15. What a call. They wind up with 12 on fourth down and pull off the conversion.
Well, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
47. 26.
Shotgun snap. He'll give to Blue. That's a nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it 2nd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. From the gun is Prescott. Quick throw complete. And the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys start the 2nd half with some needed points. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
It's a drive that was all about scoring and calm. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive. And you get your job done.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys cut the lead by a quarter, down out of 21. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball for the 35 to begin this drive. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10.
Great, set. Silver, set.
Motioning the tight end now. On 1st down, Hurts finds the in route complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
No touch, set. On anyone, out, no touch.
Now shotgun handoff to Brooks. A lot of space ahead. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43.
Great, set.
Hurts tucks it, starts running. There he goes again! And Hurts gives himself up after getting that 1st down.
When they draw up these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results you're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
On anyone, no touch.
Looks on the counter. And a couple of teammates combined there for the stop of just 1 yard.
Taken down.
The touchdown Pass run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
180, 180.
From the pistol, Hurts. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those
It's a
chains.
gain of 8. Brings
Good
up
luck
third
defending that
and
short
2.
yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Here we go, third and less than a yard.
Oh, top, top. 180, 180.
Strong for the marker. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles put up even 4 points in a win. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game. Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles continue piling onto this lead.
Cowboys 10. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Moore with a return. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They've got first down from the 31. To throw is Prescott. All the left side. It's first down bounds after a gain of 4 there. Second down.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Five still to go here. This is second down. Working out of the gun. It's Prescott. Complete. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds.
Good for a Cowboys.
That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
When you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Prescott on first and 10. Makes the catch. And he's going to be brought down after reaching at 43.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
43-yard line.
Offense still line. This is second and 4. They take the hands off. Now Prescott sends this to the end zone. And this is incomplete. Could have been a touchdown. It's now is a third down.
I just hate that. I just hate to see that. Everything on the play was done so well. Everybody did their job. But you got to finish. You don't get many chances to make that type of play for your team. You got to come through on that touchdown.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Prescott to throw once more. He has the first over the middle. And he's marked down slightly at the 32-yard line.
And the Cowboys
They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
At the 32-yard line.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Check. Wait, quick.
On the gun, carried by Williams. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they got 3 out of it.
Used to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he can only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, here we go. Wide eight. Wait, quick.
Stand the ground with Williams. He dodged the tackle. The stop was made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there.
A gain of 12
and it'll be first
yards.
down, Dallas.
That's another.
Kate, I know you can
Cowboys
see that
first
smile
down.
on my face as we stand next to each
First
other.
and 10 at the
Sure, I love that run.
17-yard line.
But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Yeah! Wide eight. Tight go. Wait, quick.
First down, here's Dak. He has the chance, but no, he can't get down in bounds. Oh, it's nearly a touchdown, but we're going to say it's incomplete.
On the coverage.
Kate, you could hear the roar of the crowd celebrating the touchdown, but not so fast. Catch looked good. You got to get both feet down as well.
Well, that didn't break out how they thought it would, and they're going to lose the first of their 3 timeouts for their trouble.
Wide eight. Wait, quick.
Dak off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up there to the drop in. One pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
An 8-yard
This defense has been doing it all, not just with the takeaways, but the pressure and what that does and how hard it is to play the quarterback position when you're taking a beating like this.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down.
Yeah! Hey, wide eight. Wait, quick.
Prescott, quick throw, complete. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
to number 6.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Now can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. Into traffic, complete. Did he get there? Did he get there? I don't think so. Now the refs agree. He's marked short. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
73! 73! Very set. Tigers 1, Tigers 180, 180. No touch.
Looks to stop the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Great, set. On anyone else?
Sending a receiver left. And they don't get the snap away in time. This is going to move them half the distance. Man in motion wasn't set in time. Just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. They break the huddle. It's second down now.
No touch, set. On anyone else? No touch.
Here's Hurts. A throw left side, caught by Burrow. And he's taken that right away at the 15-yard line.
A 12-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Great, set. On anyone else?
Slot man motioned over. And Reed gives here to Barkley. This is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down. Yes, now ready to punt it. Ryan Stonehouse will kick it away. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here. 1st and 10. Give to Williams from the gun. This one's quickly headed in the wrong direction. This play sent down by
On these 1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in. The run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
Open ahead in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13.
Going
down along the blue. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 11. It's now 3rd and 2.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Cowboys just want to get out of here with how this one is gone. Third and just 2 to go.
There we go.
That's incomplete. Trying to set up the screen there. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short.
You know, these 3rd and short situations, you rep them all the time. Snap after snap, rep after rep. You're expecting man-to-man coverage in that down and distance, and you're expecting to execute. A time on 3rd and short, they can't get the job done.
Even more problems now as they don't get the snap off. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty.
How about that? Watch your eyes. Yeah, of course it goes. You gotta be kidding me!
Brian
The Cowboys
Anger
sending
in
out their
punt
punting
formation
unit.
for the Cowboys.
And he'll try to hit this one well. And that's going to pin them as
The
deep
Eagles
as it
take
can
over
go.
first
They're
and
going to be
10.
set up inside their own 5-yard line. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's first and 10.
63. Great. I know anyone that. No touch.
Setting on the ground here with Barkley. The drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
Saquon Barkley, the
Need a
Eagles
little bit
ball
there.
carrier.
Kind of feels like a game of
At his
nothing. You know
own
why?
2-yard line.
Because you're still playing
A
with your
gain of
backs
2.
against the end zone.
Brings
No
up
real
second
breathing
and
room.
8.
And no margin for error.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Great. Set. Trimmer. No touch.
Here's another carry for Barkley. The 2nd down run, good for 4. That brings up 3rd down.
Saquon Barkley on the
They're
carry.
probably happy getting that type of
Brought down at
output
his
on
own
most run
6-yard
plays. It's a
line.
sign that they're getting
It's
some
a
good
gain of
push up
4.
front, and this running back is
And it's
seeing the
3rd
lanes and
down.
paying them off.
No touch.
Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd.
No touch.
Go to a knee, and that defense can only stop the clock 2 more times. So the Eagles will fly out of here with their own win. And they take the first skirmish with their